discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the New to Wrestling podcast. This week, we watched the June 29th, 1998 edition of Raw is War. And boys, we are dealing, boys and gals and days, whoever's
Whatever
out
you
there.
are. Anytime
Uh,
we say any like girl, boy, blah, like they, that,
oh,
whoever,
gender means nothing to me. I
nothing.
assign all genders to everything at all times. But if, you know.
All y'all are my girls. Y'all are my girls, regardless. I don't care what you identify as. Girl is a non-gendered word for me. So,
Period. King of the Ring Fallout. So we love a Monday Night Raw after a pay-per-view because it is just a hot mess of
it
just like
was a hot, hot mess.
what are we doing? Where are we? But also some highlights, some good things
There was
happen.
some good and some extremely strange. I didn't understand what we
Yeah,
were
and
doing.
and I think we're going to be on that ride for a little bit, but
I'm thinking, yeah.
no, 100%. But some housekeeping, I guess, before we get into the episode. If we are past Mother's Day at this point by the time this episode comes out. So if you took the time to donate, thank you
Thank
so much.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
We appreciate it, and we appreciate you guys allowing our little platform to do some good in the world because Lord knows we need a little
Holy
bit of good
shit.
in the world.
And it is like
So,
so, it's honestly at this point, I know we're giving, but it feels selfish because it makes me feel so good. Like every time we get
hmm
a diaper donation, I'm like, we did? Really? Oh
No,
my God.
100%.
Like
I love
it's
that.
so for me every time it's like, really? Wow.
That's beautiful.
So, and that's nice.
Absolutely beautiful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's just get into it. Let's just see.
See what there is to see.
Yes, this episode opens up with a picture recap, as is typical of like 90s pay-per-view situations before the days where everything was immediately put into clips online.
Right.
You could actually get away with replaying the pay-per-view at a later weekend just for the just because you can, because people
Yeah.
missed it and they could catch it again.
Yeah.
And there was nowhere else to get it. Lord knows at this point I'd be catching wrestling pay-per-views as they're
Yeah.
coming online.
I've
So,
seen the whole pay-per-view in clips alone, I feel.
right. Yeah. And listen, do I love that for me as a wrestling fan? Yes,
Yes.
because there's so much wrestling I couldn't possibly pay for it all. I'm so sorry.
Amen.
I do my best. I
Amen.
support where literally this is where all my extra money goes. So
Yeah, yeah, and yeah.
so we support where we can, but God bless
And honestly, the
WWE.
WWE, well,
You're
I don't know,
fine.
with all these cuts and shit, I don't think they need my money, but with all these payroll cuts and stuff,
Oh my God, they going crazy out
really,
here.
I don't know, do they need my money?
The fallout of this is gonna be weird. Also, it just like looks weird because it's just like I don't know. It's just like makes you look like a bad like business maker, deal maker situation. I don't know.
I don't
It
know,
just like it's just like, ooh, you gotta let people that have been here for a bajillion years go, even though they make a butt ton of money in like merchandise. And also Xavier Woods' like YouTube channels like was imperative to the marketing strategy of their last like 5 game rollouts, but it's fine.
Yeah, no
But
worries.
it's fine.
No worries. Yeah,
Um,
it's time to get funky. That's what it feels like. It's just
Absolutely. So we
funky.
get the so we get the picture recap. It's the first blood match. It's the Hell in a Cell, the mankind falling to his doom multiple times
So
of it
insane.
all. And the big headline to snatch outside of the Hell in a Cell, which in and of itself, lives in infamy.
Infamy.
But Kane is our new WWF champion as of yesterday. So,
Right. Right.
um, the episode opens up with Vince and his posse. The ring is decked out in like a red carpet situation. Sergeant Slaughter is one of the girlies today. I guess Pat had the night off. The
Yeah.
WWF title is encased in glass, and
This is
like,
so
okay,
ridiculous. This
so
is so
extra.
OD.
Basically Vince goes, I what a great day we are all having, because we got to cleanse the WWF of Stone Cold Steve Austin, thus introducing Kane, and then Vince McMahon asks the craziest question to Paul Bearer and Kane I've ever like you could ever pose to those two. And he's just like, what is your heart feeling? And from that point my brain took off because
This, yeah.
um I'll give you the gist. The basically, I'll give you the Paul Bearer promo in vibes. Basically, we start with like he's like, "A dream is a wish your heart makes." He's just like, "This is just everything that Kane ever wanted. Like, this is what a moment to finally step out of the shadow of the Undertaker. Like all these great things."
It's Kate
Uh,
Middleton having a poster of Prince William on her bedroom wall.
1000%. And then it's and then we take a left into Walk a Mile into in Kane's Louboutins because we will never understand the hardship that he went through as a child. For 20 years, he done had himself a Helga from Hey Arnold shrine to the Undertaker, just hoping that he will one day be the champion just like his older brother.
Baby.
And all the while, listen, all the while that this is happening, Paul Bearer is on the road with The Undertaker, and he is simultaneously going back home and telling Kane that he can be better than like, he's
Mm.
brainwashing Kane into being like, no, you can be a better version of The
And
Undertaker.
this is what bothers me about it. And this is what we are not fucking talking about is that he's saying he was doing this for the past 20 years and he was with The Undertaker wrestling for 8 years.
Right, right.
Like, so as in he was a double agent Benedict Arnold motherfucker this
Mm-hmm.
whole goddamn time. And we're all
Yes.
like, well, I just feel like we are not holding him to the coals the way that we should be.
Uh,
This man is a two-timing freak nasty weirdo who was
mhm.
literally with that magic urn going to the ring with Undertaker, making a freaking spectacle of each other
Yeah, for
only to
real.
go home and be like, yes, yes, my son, which I
Mhm.
still will not will
Not,
not believe I am basically Jerry the King Lawler with his son.
no, just absolute refusal.
No,
Deny,
I can't
deny,
do it. I
deny.
don't like it. But yeah, what a fucking sorry, he pisses me off so bad anyway.
No, 100%. So he goes and says that Kane is no longer standing in the shadow of his brother. He is now like eclipsed him. And then we
Totally.
get what is going to be the coronation of Kane as the WWF champion when Stone Cold Steve Austin interrupts. The place goes absolutely buck wild because of
Yeah.
course it does.
Duh.
Um, he runs to the ring, grabs the microphone, and is like, Kane did not bust me open. I don't know if you heard the rules of the match. It was the first one to draw blood from the other, and Kane did not do that. Was I busted open? Absolutely, but
Yes.
it was your brother who did it. So I am demanding a rematch this evening, and I love to see it. I love
Love to
it.
see it. Also, I feel like if we do a first blood match again, we need to do like an outfit mandate. Like, how many articles of clothing are you allowed to wear? Because I'm sorry, like, Stone Cold is wearing a bikini bottom
Right,
and
right.
Kane is dressed in literally full length sleeves and a mask.
Hazard, yeah, no,
And
he like absolutely not.
where are you going to draw? It's like, again, it's like, what is that saying? Like, trying to draw blood from a stone or something? That's literally it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But then Austin turns it on Vince McMahon and he's like, get that stupid look off your face and be somebody, basically being like, are you gonna make this match or what? And I love that. That was beautiful.
I said I need to make that my alarm clock.
No,
Wipe that
absolute.
look off your face and go be somebody. I was like,
My new phone screensaver. Let's go. You're like, oh
I'm like, I'm
damn.
doing my
All
best.
right, you're talking to me? Fuck. Austin then asks the crowd, obviously with a resounding hell yes. And then Vince decides to just pussyfoot around the issue, pass
This
the buck. He goes, it's fine by me, but you should ask Paul. And then
He
Paul
said,
is
I'll
just like,
sanction it if Paul Bearer says it's okay.
no, 100%. And then Austin
Bitch,
being
what? Sorry.
I crazy. Now Paul's got the power. Like, oh, my bad. I thought, is it Paul at the bottom signing everybody's checks? Like, I'm confused.
What's going on here?
But then he goes, um, Austin prompts Paul. He's like, "What about it, fat ass?" Unnecessary, but he really was on him
Completely.
for it.
Yeah.
And
I hate
then
Paul Bearer for who he is inside,
right,
not what he looks like. Like, is he my favorite person to look at? No. But I hate him for who he is.
right, absolutely. It's
You're
deeper
not
than
fat because I
it's
hate
deeper
you.
than you're.
I don't hate you
I,
because you're fat. You're
you're
fat
fat
because I
because I
hate
hate you. That's crazy. The Undertaker at Paul. Um,
you.
and then they like all like converge and JR on commentary goes, "What a caucus that is." And you're just like,
Whoa.
"Whoa." Me at the state of affairs today.
You
Um
actually, you will recreationally use the word caucus. I've heard it
I
in
do
out in the
love it.
wild.
It's just good. I don't know.
It's a great word.
Um And then Stone Cold, not one to miss a beat, grabs the microphone again, and he's just like, you wanted to be like your brother, is that what I was hearing? Like, and you're just gonna live with yourself, with your brother, just having won that title for you and then gave it to you? Are you serious? Like, that's what you're gonna do? Like, you done erected a shrine to this man. I'm gonna be better than my brother, and then you're just gonna let him do it for you? Weak
A
sauce,
read.
he
A
goes.
read.
And then yeah, so the Kane gives us, thank God he didn't pull out the buzzer at this current moment, because it was just unnecessary. He just gives us a
Unnecessary.
nod. He just hits
And
us with
he,
the nod. Thank
God
you.
bless him, he did it really exaggerated for the people in the back. He was literally like,
100%, 100
thank
every
you.
thank yeah, the nosebleeds understood.
Hmm.
Okay, and then that takes us into our first contest, which is Darren Drozdoff, aka Puke, taking on the debuting Steven Regal. Okay. Thoughts? Initial thoughts, because it's the
Um,
debut.
but he's known by people. People know this
In so
man.
he's coming from WCW. He is very like well respected. He actually gets fired from WCW because they ask him to essentially put on a match with Goldberg, and then he basically actually puts on a match with Goldberg, and nobody at that point did anything with Goldberg except get speared by him, jackhammered and pinned. So he
We
gets fired from the WCW and then signed by the WWF here.
okay, we I feel like we talked about this.
Briefly, yes.
Yes. I hate the robe. That's
Oh yeah, that's
oh
your.
my
I'm
God.
so sorry. It's
But I
not going anywhere.
it's not. Okay, well, but
They get
Is
better.
there a William Regal?
Yes,
Okay, because
one
I'm
and the
like that's who
same.
I keep think it's the same person.
Yes,
Okay, because I'm like that's who I keep thinking of is William Regal.
yes, 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 yes. It is.
Okay.
It is one and the same.
Okay. And I know that William Regal, I've seen some things about how he is beloved, I
Mhm.
feel. I really don't have much of an impression. Like, he didn't leave much of an impression for me
Hurt.
at this
Very
time.
fair, but that's honestly not because of him, but that is because Sable is the special ring announcer for Steven
Yeah,
Regal,
this
and
was
then
fucked up,
Sable
actually.
First of all, Sable comes out in a like a new bodysuit, but like think the last bodysuit, like that metallic situation, but plus buckles.
And like cut out
Mm-hmm.
in the front, like
Yeah.
down to the belly button, which I do love. And the buckles were beautifully done. I thought it was very beautiful.
Yeah, she looked
She was
great and
very
her hair
beautiful
was
for a
amazing.
woman.
Um But
Hmm.
Vince, it is they're making a big deal that Vince had like signed him. That's why he sent Sable. And then Sable joins commentary, and this is why it was so hard to really like focus on the debut of Steven Regal because
No,
half the match was in a split screen with commentary of Sable, JR, and Jerry is practically just, he's just doing what Jerry does.
frothing at the
And
mouth.
yeah, and it's just like so tough to listen to. I know, guys, but like, oh, it's so tough.
It's just like not even well done. It's relentless. and distracting. And
Hmm.
like, if we're making a big deal about the fact that we signed this person and I can't even watch and he left no impression on me because I didn't even watch, like, that's just bad commentary. I'm really
Right,
sorry. Like, that's just point blank, period, what it is. Like, if
right.
I'm not actually paying attention to what you're commenting on, I don't know. I think that's just bad.
Yeah. Period. So William Regal is very scientific wrestler, very a la like the Hearts
I
are
was just
definitely
gonna
in
say
that
that
vibe.
there was a
I'll
heart
right.
flavor
I'll
in the air.
so yeah, but again, hard to focus on him. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. We will get a better taste for what will become William Regal. You'll everyone just it's just one of those people you respect for how long he managed to just do the damn thing.
Do the damn thing. A
Was he
worker.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Was he ever like Stone Cold? Absolutely not. But
Hmm.
great great man to have in your deck. Because you can put him with anybody and it just works. Um, Jerry at one point goes, "Why are you sitting next to JR? I'm like milk. I'll do your body good." Just making sure I document every heinous
And
thing he
I
said.
just want to say, I really sincerely doubt that. And if you have to say it, it usually means you can't spray it.
Absolutely. Basically, this match is a wrestling lesson from William Regal or Steven Regal. Apologies. On Drozdov. Drozdov has been in maybe like three matches t total. And one of them was a street fight that ended up in a sleeping
The
spell. So,
yes, the
um,
poppies and Wizard of Oz type
right,
vibes.
right. So it was. It was always going to be Steven Regal. It's his debut. He's a big submission guy. He basically hits the Regal stretch. It's like a figure four of the legs, with like underhook. It's messy. I love it.
It's
Because he gets
origami.
like really like in your fucking grill and like really yanks on your neck, and it's good. It's
Oh,
believable. You know what I mean?
yes.
So Regal gets the win. More to come on that. Jerry needs, I don't know, a cold shower. Um, and then that takes us into our next segment, which is Ken Shamrock being announced as the 1998 King of the Ring winner. Honestly, this starts out so strong and then takes
Mm,
such a weird takes us to such a weird place.
what a
Basically,
sin.
he's like there's the old cliche, like it's good to be king. I've been in many fights in my life in UFC and Japan, but the King of the Ring tournament was tough. He's like, I'm gonna give credit to Rocky Maivia, my opponent. Like, I don't respect you for the way that you carry yourself and what you've done to me in the past, but like you stepped in there one on one with me, and that's the name of the game, and that's what I wanted.
Mm, yep.
And then Owen's music hits, interrupting the current King of the Ring, and he's like, "Ugh, spare me. I've also been
Love.
King of the Ring. I was a better King of the Ring. If you got any guts, like we'll just do this now, so that we can like just hash out who is the better king." And you're like, "All right,
Hmm.
cool." And then DX interrupts, or the DX music hits Triple H with China. China amazing.
Yep.
But Triple H basically goes, if you guys are talking best kings, like I'm standing right here, like you would have to go through me. So why don't we just make this a little three-way dance and like let's have at it. And then Ken Shamrock really just it was right
Kenneth.
there. It was right there. Like they just
Just say, all he had to do was say, "You're on."
period.
Throw the mic. You're
Period.
on. Throw the
But
mic.
no, but he goes, "No, let me see if I get this right." And then he names everyone like multiple times. He's like, "So you want to see Hunter and Owen and myself
No, he called
step?"
him Hunter Hearst.
Oh yeah,
Remember, he
Hunter
was
Hearst
like,
is
first he said Hunter
crazy.
Hearst Helmsley, and then he
Hmm.
said, "So
Hunter
you want to see
Hearst.
Hunter Hearst?" I was like,
And
"Who the
Owen and
double
myself
H?"
like step into this ring, and Triple H is just like burying him on the mic. He's just like, "Yep, yep, you're getting there,"
You're
like
getting
connecting those
it.
dots. And then he goes like, "I catch on like quick, but sometimes I'm a
'Cause I'm
little slow.
slow.
And you're just like, oh no, oh no,
Stop. We were going,
oh no.
stop.
And then we're just like, just like the promo just got so derailed, but eventually he gets us home. He gets us to the match. It is a three-way match between the current King of the Ring champion and the 1994 and 1997 King of the Rings. So, um,
Amen. Pulled that out of your back. I mean, we knew Triple H was the most recent, but Owen, okay.
it was like, I think I was like, Brett is one, and that's 93, and then Owen was right after. So I'm pretty
Amen.
confident in that.
Period. Amen and period.
But okay, guys, here's where it takes like a turn for the weird. A turn for the
So
weird.
what
Turn for the weird. All right, we get a just it cuts to Steve Blackman shadow boxing, and we're like, oh, cool, like love to see it.
hey,
Like
what's up,
Steve
Steve?
Blackman's getting ready. Hey, cutie, what's up? And then we find out what this is all about, and we are starting the Brawl for It All tournament. And what this is like a combo of like amateur wrestling and boxing and like mixed martial arts. Here's the deal. Apparently, WWF superstars wrestlers are going to participate in three 1 minute rounds, and the name of the game is like most points wins. So 5 points are to be had for the most punches landed in a round. 5 points are to be had for any takedown, and 10 points for any knockdowns, which I don't know exactly what the difference is. But a knockout will end the round and therefore obviously declare one of them the victor.
Right.
Right. What are we
Right.
what are we doing, guys?
I am so here's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, but if they want to watch boxing, they'll watch boxing, as in the fans.
Right.
And if they want to watch wrestling, this is where they come. And obviously, the fans who came for wrestling were like, hey, so what the fuck? Like,
Right.
and there were chants of,
We
wait, I
want
think I wrote it down.
wrestling.
We want wrestling. We want wrestling.
Mm. So
Bad.
yeah, it was very interesting. So our first contest is it's Mark Miro and Steve Blackman. First of all, okay. We're gonna just take a little side note tangent. This is for the girls and the gays.
Fast
If
forward like 1 minute if you don't care.
no, 1000%. No, 100%. Yeah, hit that 30 twice. Guys, now, now that they're gone,
Oh, now that
Steve
they've left.
Blackman done came out here
Oh my
in
God.
just like they are just the most delightful little shorts. They're blue, and I described
Mm,
them to Kelsey. I was like, I feel like I should only be able to see this man in these shorts had I wed him. Um,
period.
like that is like some Sunday
Mm.
morning go get the paper outside shorts. Like that's
Whoa,
crazy.
girl.
And he just
He
brought it out.
was looking so good. His legs,
Ugh,
hitherto unseen before mine eyes. Gorgeous. And he was
1000%.
wearing real shoes, you guys, instead of those fucking bowling shoes he's been wearing. I can't. We were
Gooped and gagged.
we were hemming and hawing about whatever the fuck this was. And then Steve came out and we were like,
I
hey,
take it all
I
back. I
take it
don't
all back.
I ain't never you ain't never heard me make a protest. Not me.
The World
Mm-mm.
Wrestling boxing. We do boxing. We do
Nary a
boxing.
squeak out of me.
Nary a,
Mm-mm.
a peep. A peep. Oh my
Absolutely.
God, he looked gorgeous.
Okay.
Wow.
Hi.
God
Hi.
bless. Okay, so anyway,
Hi. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hi.
hello.
Um back to the match. It's crazy. So basically Steve Blackman gets far and away in points because he just is like the takedown king because he just has all of this mixed martial arts like background, and Mark Miro has a legitimate boxing
But you
background.
don't do takedowns in boxing.
But like Mark Miro can't land fucking shit because
Yeah.
Steve Blackman is just throwing him around left, right, and center. Mark Miro eventually like lands a couple that kind of like give Steve make him think
Hmm.
twice. But like that was basically it. Like Steve Blackman just basically bulldozes Mark Miro, and we're just like watching these guys like really fight. And the later one, the one later on, is even more crazy.
Worse. At least they have a background in something.
Right.
Because I learned this when I did boxing very briefly when I was younger. Like boxers you hold your hands up in front of your face because you're just going for hits like you're
Hmm.
protecting your trunk and your
Hmm.
face, but like mixed martial artists like they're protecting their whole body. So like Mark Mir's hands are up like this, and so Steve's just like, okay, so I'm just gonna keep taking you down over and over again because you're completely undefended in the lower half.
Right.
But like boxers don't have to worry about that.
Right.
They don't kick, they don't really take people down.
It
Like
just
they
like
don't,
felt like he has like two switches. He has like a pro wrestling switch and then a boxing switch. And I felt
yeah,
like there was
can't make
he
them meet
couldn't,
either.
yeah. Whereas like Steve Blackman, like I feel like was already in the process of combining the two. Like two
Yeah,
different
very that.
styles. You know what I
Very
mean?
that. Mm-hmm.
Um, because it's not like Mark Miro like specifically does a lot of like boxing centric stuff.
No,
Like, so
no.
he's probably out of practice to boot. But then that takes us into a backstage segment with Kevin Kelly, and he's basically trying to ask Kane why he decided to say yes to this rematch. And basically, Kane and his voice box hit us with the "cause I'm better than my brother," and we're like, okay, I'm a better champion than my brother ever was. And you're like,
Right.
right. It's been literally one day.
It's not even 24 hours, but
Let's
hey,
let's take
sure.
a let's take a deep breath out there.
No worries, no worries.
No, he's out here sitting on like a 10 plus year career already. So,
With your dad, by the way.
or about to be. He maybe like 8 years, 9 years at this point, but still.
Hmm.
And then that takes us into our next contest, which is a fun one, I think, because it is Dick Togo of Kai and Tai taking on Val Venis. This one was just it's I have just the utmost respect for Kai and Tai. They're just
Love
such a
them.
welcome addition
Oh my
to
God.
the WWF at this point. He's
I
so
think about it
good.
all
He
the
has
time.
matches with everybody. He's so speedy and he looks like a little bulldog. Like he just is ready to go at all times.
I can
Um
never thank Kai and Tai enough for coming to the WWE. I just can't.
100%. And if you guys thought that like the names of the participants are silly in this match, we did too.
We we all
Absolutely.
we all thought it.
But we unfortunately couldn't participate because our dear friend Dustin, Dustin Rhodes decides to come out and uh spread the good spread the word of God. And basically he basically just it's horrible. It's like when you get like caught out in public and you're like, damn, I'm gonna have to sit here and answer these questions that are going to lead to
Mm-mm.
nowhere that I want to be.
Right.
But I'm not trying to be like the worst. But
And
they're caught out on commentary and he's like grilling them about their like personal religious beliefs. And the king at one point is just like, yo, like not the time or the place. And
when
you know you gotta be saying some fuck
thank
shit
you,
if Jerry the King Lawler is like,
the voice
line,
of
bro.
reason.
Like,
Where the line, like who he actively pisses on that line every day. And he went, "Hey,
absolutely.
so this is our place of work, and my religious beliefs actually are none of your business, and you can't just come out here and ask me that." And I was like, "Fucking yeah,
Yeah,
slay." And I don't want to agree with Jerry. You guys know this. I don't want to
but
do that, but I will when he makes a point.
listen, a broken
And
clock is right
here's the
twice a day.
yeah, amen. And you know what? You listen, everyone can believe whatever they want, but don't come out here in my place of work and tell me what I should and should not believe and ask me about what I should do and do not believe in
Absolutely, absolutely not.
ever.
So yeah, so basically, the best part of this, like honestly, this whole match is Jerry on commentary as soon as Dustin leaves, like they send him off. just good and proper. And Jerry goes, I'm pissed. I was like, we had Dick Togo and Val Venus, and I had so much material, and Dustin came out here and I couldn't do any of it.
And I couldn't do any of it. And it's so funny because Xavier and I were mentioning it, obviously, because we're not stupid and we are children.
Right,
And we were just going like, it's you know, it's the dick match, like whatever.
right.
And then as soon as Dustin left and Jerry said that, we were like, exactly, Jerry, what the? This was a beautiful opportunity that none of us got to capitalize on because we had to bring God into it. God damn it.
No, absolutely.
And he said that Val
Absolutely.
Venus has to get right with the Lord.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, not
I just don't
happening.
think God would have given him all that meat if he wasn't supposed to barbecue. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. And which is fantastic
That's what
because
I'm saying.
he hits the money shot on Togo, picks up the victory, and uses all that meat to go dance in front of Yamaguchi-san's wife, who is stunning, by the way. He
A
takes
piece.
all of his
Whoa.
God-given gifts and just gives her a show. Just body yaddy
The
yaddy
white
yaddy
boy
yaddy.
wave.
Yeah. Just absolutely. And so it's obviously Yamaguchi-san takes offense to this. He gets in Val Venus's face. He slaps Val Venus. Kai and Tai like gets in there and like starts going in for the beating. Val Venus pulls a chair out from under the ring and basically just slaughters Kai and Tai with the chair and leaves everybody out. And then he continues his gyrating and gesticulating all up in face. And you're just like, okay, all
Like,
right.
I just beat up your husband, and here's my gyration for
No,
you.
100%. And then we like basically and I love this because it's the hard cut into Edge in the rafters
Which
is
is
so
like,
crazy. It's just Edge like just long blonde hair over
so
his like
funny.
sunglasses. Ah, it's a mess. It's so
It's so this episode was there were so many hard pivots of and just being like, what? Like, what's happening right
right
now?
now.
I love
Uh
Edge. He is so funny.
oh, so crazy.
The worst part is though he's not supposed to be. But
Mm,
every time I see him and he's just like in the thing,
it's
I
so funny.
giggle. I'm
Nope. No,
sorry.
it's rebel without a cause. It's crazy. But then that takes us into a interview segment with Michael Cole and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Michael Cole's like, "You just lost the title yesterday. How confident are you in your ability to?" And he goes, didn't lose the title. Thank you very much. So how confident am I? Plenty. You better get out of here because you're pissing me off." And I love it. That's how he ends it. He's just
And
like,
amen and
you better
period.
go. And then that takes us into our next match, which is the triple threat match between Triple H, Owen Hart, and Ken Shamrock, and it was fantastic.
Dare I say the best match of the night?
And fantastic. Like, guys, if you want to go back and watch a fun triple threat, that's a good one. Triple
A
threat is
really good
also
one.
another one I enjoy.
I
Uh,
love a triple threat.
like I like other multi-man matches like Fatal Four Ways and like Up, but I just again something about three, it's
A
just the sweet
three.
spot. It just there's enough chaos to keep it interesting, but like not so much that I feel like I start repeating spots or it's unbelievable that two people are like in like capacitated at the same time.
Yes.
Uh,
And also like there can be like three factions. There can be like there's a
mhm,
lot of great storytelling opportunities, I feel like in a triple threat.
mhm,
Yeah, and which obviously all three of these people, well, especially Triple H and Owen are brilliant at capitalizing on because they're just brilliant. I mean, Ken
mhm.
Shamrock has come a long way. Again, I feel really bad, but I never foresaw him becoming king of the ring, but sure. But
Sure.
this was such a great match. I
Yeah.
very much enjoyed this.
Ken attacked Owen from behind during Owen's entrance, basically giving this match a jump start. My next match is just great match. And then I just have notes, not that many because it was too good to
So
like
good.
stop
Yeah.
and do what I was doing.
Hmm
There is a beautiful moment where Owen hits Triple H out of a pedigree situation that he was about to do onto Ken Shamrock, and that's at one point, China low bridges Owen, knocking him out to the outside, allowing for and which was fantastic because he gets knocked outside, and then he turns to obviously face China, and China just looks at him and he's like, "What?" Like, what of it?
Incredible.
Like, and it was
Invented nonchalance.
no
It was just like,
100%. And
and
so good. But that basically that chaos allows the opening for The Rock to run down the entrance ramp, hit Triple H with the Intercontinental Championship so that Shamrock can pick up the victory. DX attacks The Rock. The Nation comes out, attacks DX. Gang warfare, gang warfare, gang warfare. Commercial break.
exactly.
Right. Then we cut to oh, post match. Sorry, I cut to the commercial break a little too soon for the bit. But Owen hits Ken Shamrock with the figure four around the ring post, a la his brother. I'd love to see it.
I
Just
do love to
a
see
just
it.
a little homage.
A
When
little wave.
we come back, it is cameras on Jerry, and he's like, Taker, I have been in contact with Undertaker. How? I don't know. But basically, he's got a confession to make. And of course, after that, gong. Undertaker comes out. Michael Cole is in the ring. Basically, it's just like there are some people who feel like you owe an explanation for your involvement in the WWF Championship match last night. And the Undertaker's like, I owe nobody anything ever.
Thank
So
God.
there's that. And he's like, I will tell you. He's like, there's no love lost between me and Kane, and that's mainly to the mind manipulation of Paul Bear. But I was not going to let Kane set himself on fire. And you're like, ooh, okay, not wasn't what I was expecting, but
Did
like,
not
okay.
expect that answer at all. I'm confused.
Um, and then he's like, he being Michael Cole is like, many people feel like you may have cost Stone Cold Steve Austin the title, and the Undertaker's like, I did what I had to do. So, no real explanation, but he was just like,
Okay, but here's why I'm confused because did we or did we not have an inferno match where the object was to light the other person on fire?
correct.
But now
Didn't want
that's not okay.
Well, I guess light himself on fire to death. I don't know. Like,
I guess, but I was like, didn't you do that? Like, didn't
no,
you light him on fire? I'm
right.
confused. But like, I can see where the seeds are being planted, where it's like Paul is really the divisive element in this triad, in this
Hmm.
threesome, this destructive threesome, and which we know, and I've said, but I can see like how that's working and like Kane always idolized the Undertaker, but like turned it in a negative way where he was gonna be better because Paul was in his ear and like
Hmm.
but Undertaker still has love for him, even though they and like I can see how that could lend itself to the future.
Right.
But I was like, this is a strange angle to take when we literally had a pay-per-view based off lighting each other on fire. Like, I don't know, but
Right.
sure.
But sure. No,
Sure.
absolutely. But Vince comes out and I guess also smells bullshit because he's like, "Oh, like now you have compassion." He's like, I think you did it because you think you can beat Kane and you think you can't beat Stone Cold Steve Austin." I was like, "Whoa, okay, them fighting words out here, Vince. That's
And
crazy
also,
talk."
that means you think that Stone Cold is also like,
The bigger threat. And obviously that
yes,
is the case based
and it
on
is the case.
all of the everything he does when Stone Cold Steve Austin is champion. Um
Right.
but then he gives the Undertaker a warning, and he says, "Hell hath no fury if you interfere in the WWF Championship match tonight." And basically, he's like, "Heed my warning." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, we're getting all the fucking old worldy with it."
Yeah, like, but I'm like, Vince, first of all, spot it, you got it. He was like, you are the worst demon hell ever spat out or whatever. And I was like, that's you. But
Mhm.
but also like, it's so funny to be like hell hath no fury. Like, I am hell. I'm the Undertaker. Hell hath no fury. I am the hell and the fury in that scenario. Like, bitch, you don't know me. Like, what are
100%.
you talking about? Like, come out here and reprimand me, scold me. I am the king of the darkness. I am the hell. Like,
What
shut up.
Absolutely shut up.
Whatever, but
Uh,
shut up.
No, that's fantastic. But then we get our second Brawl for All contest, and this one is drastically different than the first. It is Bradshaw taking on Mark Canterbury. Wow. Formerly Henry Godwin. Apparently that is his legitimate legal name, Mark Canterbury, but like, I'm sorry. Talk about like just like as far as like intimidation factor. Who? Who?
And
Not the Canterbury Tales.
not the
Absolutely
Canterbury Tales girl.
not.
That's because that's what I thought of. But also to go from like the Godwins to Southern Justice for 4 seconds
No, but I think he's still in Southern Justice. I just think,
as Mr.
uh,
Canterbury.
yeah, dude.
Sure.
Does-
Okay.
Sure.
Well,
I
I
mean,
guess
I guess does
I
I
guess so
feel like
be.
I guess Canterbury sounds like somebody who owns a local something
Like a
in town.
jammery.
Mm.
Mama Canterbury makes the best peach jam there is.
Absolutely. She's a
Okay.
jamstress.
She's a jamstress. Oh,
uh,
okay, fine. I'm
that's
having tea
crazy.
at Miss Canterbury's this afternoon.
That's
Okay,
nice.
at
That sounds
Meemaw
lovely.
Canterbury's.
Not
Okay,
me,
you know
Ma
what? Sure.
Canterbury. That's good.
All right, whatever. I'm
She out
back.
here got jam for the neighborhood.
Ooh, I love her.
And we're back.
And we're
Addition
back.
addition of jam. Everything was solved. It's fine.
And ain't that always the way?
Ain't that
Throw a
always
little
the way?
jam on it.
This match is crazy. It's just a brawl. They are literally, if you want to just see two 300-pound men just punch each other in the face
With no experience but
for
boxing
three
gloves.
minutes left, for 3 minutes straight, that's it. That's the whole thing. They were really going at it. So at
Girl,
some point in the second round, they were punching the shit out of
punching,
each other. Um,
honey.
Bradshaw is the winner just solely on punches landed. That no, there was no takedowns, there was no knockdowns, there was none of that happening. It was just
Mess.
pure mess.
Mess. It
Mess.
was, they just put boxing gloves on two meaty meats, men's, and they just let them hit each other.
Absolutely. They said Larry the
Wild.
Lobsters go to town.
Literally get
Go
out there.
go to town with your big meaty claws because
Yep.
that's crazy.
Big meaty claws.
Crazy. Speaking of messy, the LOD 2000 comes out sans Sunny, and we're like, oh, okay.
And they go, she's
Apparently,
feeling a little under the weather. And we were like, mm-hmm.
how about that?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, LOD's got a surprise for you. A great man brought us into wrestling and brought us to like all these heights as the Legion of Doom. Like he put us together, he brought us to all these championships. And then basically we're led to believe we're gonna get this great reunion of Precious Paul Ellery acting, I guess, as the replacement for Sunny, which is crazy. So are we
Wild.
replacing her? Because that was the vibe I got before the chaos that ensued.
That's what
Um,
I thought.
so Paul Ellery is announced. He comes down. They give him the microphone like he's about to start his little piece, his little welcome back, whatever. When Eight Ball and Skull come down in their bikes, and we're like, okay, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And then the thing that Paul Ellery has to tell everybody is that his new team is the DOA. It is Eight Ball and Skull, managed by
Mm-hmm.
we have now hit the bald-headed trifecta that that we all
Three balds
feared
come together.
100% to give us like the nega Mr.
Nothing.
Clean. And like so but I guess,
Why?
and then they just
I'm
beat down the Legion of Doom, and that's the gist on that.
I'm such a hater, but I just don't know why we keep putting eggs in the DOA basket. I'm so confused. They they're fine. Like, could I do what they do? No, but that's not what I'm saying. Like, I just don't get it.
Resonate.
They don't resonate, and they don't have anything I feel like anyone resonates with. Like, they're not exactly stupendous wrestlers. Again, they're not bad. They're not good on the mic. They
Hmm.
have no real viable interesting story. I like I do not get it. I do
Right.
not get it. But sure,
Sure.
let's try this. Bring another
Sure.
Baldy in here. Let's for the twins. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, I will say they definitely need a mouthpiece, so I'm hoping
Oh,
that solves that at the very least.
that's fair.
And
Fair.
we'll see. We'll see. I just wish I was like, can the LOD get a fucking W?
I swear to God.
Can we get like it's too long? They've been just on the short end of the stick. I was like, what the hell did they do?
We need to
Um,
get them with like some more tag team action. Like what is we need new beef for the LOD or
mhm,
something.
I agree. This is stale. Um,
Steel.
but then we get Kevin Kelly with the Undertaker, and he's basically just like, "Are you going to heed Mr. McMahon's warning?" And the
Mm.
Undertaker's like, nobody tells me what to do, so just
And that's my friend.
And then that takes us into our main event for the evening, which is a WWF Championship rematch between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kane. This is great. And my first note is just like, what a world where these two exist at the same time and are fighting.
Whoa, honestly, amen. That is so
Because
true.
like what? Like what?
But even
Sure,
like Kane and the
sure.
Undertaker too, it's like two gigantic men like
Yeah,
fighting. You're like, what the
well, I feel like when you're talking about them specifically, it becomes like this like mythological bubble thing where they like also
Yes.
exist in this world of like magic and lore, but it always like makes me giggle like a little bit when you're like, oh, like the everyman the like your union's favorite man like is taking on
Mm,
like
the younger
just this
brother of hell
just
itself.
this like demon like this scab demon like and it's just like that's crazy like that's such a crazy concept but like
It's only in wrestling.
here
Yeah,
we
only in
are
wrestling. We have, yeah, literally the everyman wrestler and then Mr. Firebolts or whatever.
yeah, Mr. Heat Miser.
Heat
um
miser.
um
Yeah.
of course Austin comes out hot like from the gates. It's just kind of what he does. They take it to the outside. They really let the girlies fight in this one. This was good.
It was a really good
this was a
one.
good. I As much as it was a bad match for wrestling or a bad show for wrestling, it was a pretty good show for wrestling at the same time.
Yeah,
I think they gave us a bad. I think they knew that this was a like a gamble, so they gave us a couple really
some
solid
real
bangers.
juicies. Yeah,
Mhm.
some real juicies. Very
So
true.
they really let the girlies fight in this one's another one. So if you want to hit that triple
Mm,
threat and then skip to the end, by all means, good on ya.
yeah.
So I love it. At one point, Paul Bearer hits Austin with a shoe. Then the Undertaker comes down the ringside because again, nobody was going to tell that man what to do. Stone Cold hits the stunner on Kane and wins the title back.
Girl.
Crazy.
Let me tell you something. I love when a bitch holds a title for literally 24 hours. I don't
A
know why that
day.
tickles me.
A day.
I love it. Champ for a day. Because who else did that happen to? I don't remember. But I was
I
like, I remember being like, imagine he lost it less than 24 hours later. And then he did. And I was like, oh my God, what? But
Yes.
whoa. I mean, I didn't I didn't know what was gonna happen because I didn't expect Stone Cold to lose the title so soon, but I also
hmm
didn't anticipate a way. Like I couldn't figure out how they would light Kane on fire and not have him die.
Right.
So I was like, I guess, but then when I almost said it when the match started, like, man, I hope he just like takes the title back, like literally lost it for only a day and only because someone else interfered. Like, that's really fucking cool. But I was like, I'm not gonna get my hopes up because there's no way like they would
hmm
treat me this way.
And here they are,
Oh my
just treating you this way.
God.
It's
Hi.
it's so good. I love it.
It's
I
like
think
my
it's
situationship brought me flowers. I just would have never
pleasantly
expected that of
surprised.
them.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Taker comes in the ring after the match only to get a stunner for himself. The brothers sit up at the same time and we're left with the picture of the Brothers of Destruction sitting in the ring, standing in the ring, staring at Stone Cold Steve Austin, who is celebrating his now two-time WWF champion. Yeah, fantastic. Got that
Beautiful.
title back, flipping the birds.
Yeah.
He's really living his best
He
life out
he
here.
knocked out both those boys and said, "See ya, mother," and just flipped him. So
Absolutely.
beautiful. I really wish they actually hadn't shown us the
Attitude.
extra attitude because the Brothers of Destruction start fighting. But I
Hmm.
very much like the image better of like Undertaker and Kane standing in the ring like together but apart,
Hmm.
watching Stone Cold take the title back.
Yeah.
Very fierce.
Yeah, but the extra attitude is literally just Kane and the Undertaker beefing. We get a choke slam. We get a
Blah blah.
Undertaker. Undertaker does pop Paul if you like, if that tickles your fancy.
It did tickle my
I know it
fancy.
tickles Kelsey's. But yeah. That's where they leave us, guys. The fallout of the King of the Ring was juicy, and obviously we don't really know. Wait, the Mankind was like vaguely in this episode. He was like in the
He was like in the
background of
background of
a
the
Kane
Kane.
promo. I was like, he did not need to come to work today. I'm just saying.
No, he could have stayed home. I think everyone would have understood.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I like he really didn't add a lot to that promo, so I think we could have let Mick uh, take a back seat, guys.
Yeah, and I think he must be, which obviously, of course, because this was literally 24 hours ago, he's obviously hurting and like he
Hmm.
lost teeth and his mouth is probably in a lot of pain because I was like, they really did not talk about the Hell in the Cell at all.
Right.
Because obviously Mick can't, I'm assuming he's like not in the place to be cutting promos about it. Although if anyone could, it's probably him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just was like, oh yeah, they didn't like talk about that at all because they just talked about the Undertaker's involvement in the title swap, which
Yeah, and Jerry
totally
like
fine.
mentioned it a little bit on commentary, but it was like
Also,
brief.
I wonder if they're not giving too much away before like you can rewatch it,
Probably.
because it was so insane. So
Hmm.
maybe they'll talk about it more next week. But yeah, holy shit, where do you go from there?
We're gonna
We gonna
find
find
out.
out.
We gonna find out. Stay tuned, guys. This has been
Mm,
another edition of the New Wrestling Podcast. Thank you for listening, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff wherever you happen to find us. For Kelsey, I am Xavier, and we'll catch you on the next one.
we'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.